If you're bored with this world, then getting depressed isn't the only option. Go read a magical book, or expect Truck-kun to hit you while crossing the road, because that will grant you the entrance to a fantasy world you've never seen before. Oh, and all this can only happen if you are inside an anime. And since you aren't in one, here are 10 anime where characters from our world landed in another world and managed to earn enough girls and glory. Normally, it was one innocent guy who often got transported to another world. But this time we have a pair landing on another world and instantly promoting themselves as overpowered adventurers. 2 high schoolers turned into the most powerful magicians in the world. So now you know why they are called the cheat magicians, right? Isekai cheat magician adds nothing new to the isekai genre, but it repeats the good old tropes in a unique way. You get a strong female character who isn't just there for fan service, and a male character who knows when to be badass and when to enjoy the harem he's building. The anime likes to focus on characters rather than its world building, but that doesn't mean the fantasy won't suck you in. It's enough to keep you hooked till you are addicted to see the main duo perform badass magic tricks. Any good isekai soldier knows how to be cautious about his defenses, especially after the tragedies Truck-kun grants them. But my boy Seiya is too cautious. If he encounters a slime, he'll hit every possible magic spell, call a tornado, burn it to the ground, and only then will he consider the threat to be extinct. Note that this is just for a slime. Imagine what would happen if a dragon appeared in front of him. Cautious Hero doesn't simply survive on making its hero cautious, because you get some interesting comedy along the way as well. We also have Restarte with the perfect amount of aqua amalgamated to her personality to instantly make her look like that stupid goddess. But trust me, don't underestimate her, she's better than Aqua, I'll give you that. You are a high school girl. One day, an unknown man barges into your classroom and drags you into a parallel world where you have to hunt monsters. I know, not everyone's average day at high school, so you can't blame her when Yoko was surprised. And to make things more interesting, Yoko's 2 friends tag along as well. The 12 Kingdoms is a good proof to show that isekai didn't originate from Sword Art Online. This anime was released even way before the Sword Art Online light novels, and still managed to craft an interesting isekai adventure while balancing both the action and adventure aspects. Love old isekai? Then go watch this one. Normally the victims of Truck-kun or evil goddesses are teenage otaku neets who have nothing to do with their life. Ouch, did that hurt? But in Kimono Michi, our victim is a wrestler. Even if you skip the first few months of the anime, you'll immediately know he's a wrestler when he uses a German suplex on the princess who summoned him. Kimono Michi does a lot of things differently compared to other anime. Instead of going on adventures, all a wrestler wants to do is to open a pet shop. Instead of evil sorcerers and demon lords, we've got simple adventures that will give us both action and comedy. Before watching, make sure not to confuse this show with Kimono Jihen, because that's a completely different anime. Let's switch genders. No, not gender bending. I meant that it's time to see a female protagonist taking the lead. Similar to many characters in this list, Sayakanashi finds herself thrown into a fantasy world, but this time as a holy maiden. But she immediately is kicked out because she was summoned as a spare. Now, alone in a fantasy world, she decides on everyone's favorite thing: research. Okay, before you remove this from your watch list, let me remind you that this is an anime done right. Even though it might not have everyone's favorite sword-wielding heroine, Saint's magic is omnipotent, knows how to take a simple concept and craft a beautiful adventure with it. Oh, and there's romance too. Who doesn't like some romance in their isekai? No, just because the title has the word high school in it doesn't mean it's going to be an isekai high school anime. After the accident, 7 high schoolers find themselves in a medieval fantasy world named Freygard. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. There are 2 human species in this world, and there is a legend of 7 heroes who arrive from another world, slaying a dragon and completing the prophecy. The story starts with that novel feel, but expands its worlds and characters as it moves through. You've got legends, feudal societies, medieval monsters, and a cast of characters that can grab your attention the moment they are on screen. And trust me, nothing is easy for these guys. Easy is the last word that you'll say when you're trapped in a fantasy world. Demon Lord Retry may feature a lot of cliches, but it's also unique when executing a lot of its tropes. This time we've got the developer of the game getting stuck in his own game. Does this mean he can find a way out? Nope, because with the appearance of the mysterious girl named Aku, his situation becomes way worse. Our Demon Lord's adventures will keep your eyes glued to the screen. It knows how to effectively manage its huge cast of characters through its 12 episodes, and even though the animation here isn't something impressive, the overall enjoyment you get is still the same. You'll find the funniest and strangest characters in any isekai, and a demon lord who retries to correct everything. How many times should I tell it to you kids? Don't try acting funny inside shrines, because that will send you straight into an isekai world. Yuto Suo learns this the hard way. When he takes a picture in front of the shrine's divine mirror, he is whooshed into another world. But is everything bad? Nope, because he befriends some cute wolf girls. This might look like a harem adventure with a pack of wolves, but don't let that stop you. The characters are vivid and the situations they are thrown into are enough to keep you hooked. Also, did I mention the Inheriar girls are after our main character? Can you hear the harem wedding bells ringing in the distance? Three heroes, one quest. Except one of them is a farmer. Yep, you heard that right. This is one of those zero to hero tales where our main character should rise from the ashes to defeat the monsters. And don't underestimate our main character just because he's a farmer. Never underestimate isekai characters who are farmers, because they can kick monster ass faster than Kirito can pull his sword. Using the popular cultivation niche as the center of its story, 100 Man no Inoichi, or I'm Standing on a Million Lives, weaves an interesting tale where the hero should slowly climb up the ranks and earn his reputation. It isn't a shield hero based revenge story, but it's still something that will get your adrenaline pumping. So what? We had a slime, and now we have a spider. I won't be surprised if the isekai genre gets populated by all types of insects in a few years. During a battle between a hero and a demon king, an entire class gets transported to a fantasy world, and our heroine is reincarnated as a spider. Just like how good old Rimuru used his slime appearance for his advantage, our heroine here does the same. And don't worry, the whole anime doesn't happen inside of a cave where our main character has to dodge attacks as a spider. The anime actually has one story happening in the human world, and another story where the cutest spider in the world survives inside a dungeon. Apart from having some great world building, this anime also has the best skill system to date. Our main girl may be a spider, but she's a smart spider. And that's a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life. So there goes 10 of the best anime where the main character gets summoned to another world. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you guys in the next one.